Welcome Pisces to your weekly reading. This is for the 16th to the 23rd of February. I'm going to start off by pulling your charms. This is going to give us an indication of what's in your energy field this week. And we have the double heart, the musical note, the leaf, and the shell. So what I'm seeing for you, my dear Pisces, is that this week you could be hearing really wonderful news with regards to a particular relationship in your life that is very significant to you. I do feel that this is somebody in your life that you are connected to, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This is just somebody you care for a great deal. Good news is coming through. Either they're going to share something with you or something's going to come about that affects both of you. But please anticipate that this good news is going to be a core theme for the week. With the leaf here, I feel that there's going to be this element of things growing and blossoming in some area. It could be this particular relationship, or it could be another area, but you feel as though there's progress. You feel as though you're moving forward. And the seashell tells us, my dear Pisces, that your intuition is on point this week, and you could be receiving strong emotional messages. It appears when your inner voice grows louder, when healing could be happening gently around you. It's a subtle message, so listen closely, my dear Pisces. Right, let's move on now to your reading, and we are going to look at what this week is trying to teach you. So let's go ahead now and get your messages. I'm going to start off by looking at the theme of the week. Then where you're being tested, what you're meant to understand, how to integrate this lesson, and finally, how this lesson benefits your future. I'm going to start off over here with 8 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles, and we're looking at the theme of the week, the overall energetic storyline. Now, Pisces, with 2 of Pentacles coming out, I do feel that this could be quite an indecisive period for you. You could be going back and forth with regards to quite a few areas of your life. You know, Pisces, once we become indecisive in one area, sometimes it can have a ripple effect and touch other decisions and areas of our lives. And this is what I'm seeing, especially when it's coming through as the theme of the week. And with this going back and forth, should I do this? Or then again, maybe I should do that. That looks fantastic, but then again, I'd also like to do this. What you do is you hold yourself back from taking action. And the message is this week is you need to do whatever it takes, my dear Pisces, to push yourself out of it. Because when you remain here, you're going to go nowhere. Once you make a decision, what we are seeing with 8 of Wands, my dear Pisces, things are going to move for you, things are going to happen for you, and you're going to be amazed at the speed at which you will be able to accomplish things. So it's just about stopping yourself consciously and saying, okay, no more. I'm going to make one decision and I'm going to stick to it. And I do think that this will be the catalyst for every other indecisive area of your life. And once you enter into our Eight of Wands, my dearest Pisces, things are going to flow and things are going to expand and grow. Now let us move on and see where you're being tested, the trigger or repeating pattern that you could be dealing with. Pisces, you are presenting under this message as King of Cups. It does not matter if you are masculine or feminine, it's the energy of King of Cups I am speaking about. So we see you very strong, my dear Pisces. We see you in control. So we know that you have the ability to overcome and deal with what is happening. Now, what I do see for you is that there could be a tower moment happening. And this tower moment for most of you is going to be connected to the area of indecision. Because you didn't say yes when an incredible opportunity or offer came your way, you could find yourself in the tower moment feeling as though, oh my gosh, things are falling apart. Now what do I do? Now this is just a trigger. Because you are coming through, Pisces, as King of Cups, we do know that you have the emotional wisdom and awareness about you to deal with what this is. What I do see that is, even if something happens this week and you feel as though you missed out terribly, this is actually going to be a blessing in disguise, because it's going to almost shock you out of this holding pattern of humming and hawing. And you understand now that if you keep doing that, you're going to continuously miss doors that are opening for you. So your emotional wisdom is going to kick in and realize, right, I'm not going to be putting myself in that position again. You're not going to procrastinate to the point where you lose great possibilities coming your way. Now let us move on, and we're looking at what you're meant to understand, the core lesson of this week. Now Pisces, with 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords coming through, this energy is very connected to the Tower moment. And the core message is that sometimes, my dear Pisces, we are our own worst enemy when we don't move forward when we're meant to, when we don't stand up and speak for ourselves and make ourselves heard and tell people around us what we want and what we need. We can enter into energies that are really difficult. And it's all because we kept ourselves in this position of going nowhere fast. Your core message is that you don't need to experience these energies of being hurt and being disappointed and of being worried. You are being encouraged to weigh up a decision and not to linger. And this is where your intuition comes in as well. Once you have a strong feeling in one direction, that's it. Move on it and don't look back. This energy can all be avoided by you moving and taking action, my dear Pisces, when you're meant to. Now let's see how to integrate this lesson. We are looking at the practical or emotional action you should take. Now, Pisces, this is such a clear message coming through for you, because with the Chariot here, you're being told that once you make a decision, don't look back and don't second guess yourself. You know, many times we make the decision, but then while we're on our journey forward, we stop and we think and we contemplate, and then we start moving backwards. What you need to do is make your decision. Use your emotional IQ, and it's high this week, as well as your intuition. And then, my dear Pisces, move forward, and only keep your focus on the forward direction. Don't look back. If you are able to do that, the Chariot tells us in no uncertain terms, you're going to be successful. You're going to get the results and the outcomes you want just by sticking to your guns. This Three of Cups energy is connected to our double heart. And this is asking you this week, Pisces, to make a decision, stick to your path, and then make other plans to do other things so you don't keep focusing on your decision and have I done the right thing? Did I make a mistake? Should I tweak it? Make other plans with people you really love and get on with. Go out, join friends and family for a meal, for a walk, go to the beach, play a sport you love, do things that give you an immense amount of joy. Because when you are involved in this energy, you're not going to be going back and considering, did I do the right thing? Have I made a mistake? And start questioning everything. You want now to be on the path of moving forward and allowing whatever this decision is to grow and expand and become a reality. Now let us see how this lesson benefits your future, and we're looking at the long-term payoff. What you're going to find, Pisces, is that all these dreams that you have had for the longest time that have just remained up in the spiritual realm because nothing strong has allowed them to come down and manifest due to this indecisive energy now ends. You have the wonderful confirmation of the Hierophant coming through, and the Hierophant points above with a message of as above, so below. When you make a decision and you commit to it, what you're going to find as you move forward is that dreams that have been around for years, Pisces, that haven't manifested, now are going to have great possibility of coming down and becoming a reality. And it's the most simplest thing. It's all because of you and you doing things in a calm but decisive way, looking at your options, weighing up the pros and cons, making a decision, and not going backwards and forwards, but sticking to your path. Once you stick to it and you commit to it, my dear Pisces, what I am seeing going forward over the next few weeks or months is that you are going to find that more than one dream of yours is going to become a reality. And it all starts with making a decision. Pisces, this message wasn't random. It was instruction on how to move forward in getting the results and the outcomes you have been dreaming and wishing for. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.